Hello, everyone, and welcome to another supersized edition of AEW Dark. I am Excalibur, joined by the human suplex machine, Taz. And Taz, we are just over 24 hours away from Fight for the Fallen and Brian Cage challenging Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship.
Yes, correct, Excalibur. And now the machine, Brian Cage, will go in and win another championship. He's already the FTW champion. Now he'll beat Mox and be the AEW champion.
Well, Brian Cage will be in action here on Dark later tonight, but let's throw it down to the ring for our opening contest.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from the fashion capital of Paris, France, RACHE Chanel.
Well, Taz, we got our first look at RACHE Chanel last week in singles competition. Here tonight, she'll be competing in tag team division. Perhaps she'll have a little better luck.
You know, RACHE, she's got that style, right? She's got that swag. I mean, she's got that kind of that really chill walk. She's got some good feet dancing, and she's very proud of that. That's a Chanel bag, I'm assuming?
Allegedly.
Or maybe...
I mean, I didn't see the receipt. Should say that.
I hear you.
I mean, I'm not one to cast aspersions,
No,
Taz.
no, I know you are. That's definitely not you.
Joining her from the 305, Diamante.
Diamante making her return here to AEW. She's proven to be a tough competitor in the past, Taz.
Yes. I thought you were going to continue talking, so I just stopped. That's called not good chemistry in that moment right there. Excalibur, I will not take the blame for that, but yes, Diamante, we've seen her compete here. She's 0-2 right now, but she can go, definitely go. We've both been impressed with her physicality in this ring.
Well, let's hope Diamante and RACHE Chanel have better tag team chemistry than you and I, Taz.
Exactly.
And their opponents. First, they have come into the ring by the natural from Detroit, Michigan, Brandi Rhodes.
That's the natural Dustin Rhodes, by the way, if you're keeping track at home. Not sure why Justin Roberts didn't give him his due desserts.
Well, Justin's sketchy.
He's not wearing socks.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, ALLIE.
Well, ALLIE misses QT, but I can assure you, I don't. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Well, she claims to miss QT, and she actually got a necklace with an apple on it in QT's honor.
That's nice.
You can see it, yeah. So it looks like Brandi, even though she and ALLIE have been on a bit of a winning streak, still not quite ready to accept ALLIE into the Nightmare family.
No, we joked about chemistry as far as you and I, busting chops, but that's the thing. I mean, there is some kind of a between Brandi and ALLIE, some kind of a pretty cool chemistry in that ring, but yet there's kind of pushback with each other. They just don't want to deal with each other.
Oh, look at this, Diamante getting in the face. Oh, and ALLIE actually stepping in for Brandi.
Well, I think that should show Brandi that ALLIE is all in. Now she could, I guess, quasi-trust her to a degree.
Collar and elbow tie up there, center of the ring. Diamante takes the side headlock, trying to bring ALLIE down to her level.
Wow, unique switch on that headlock by ALLIE, the taller competitor, and that was why she was able to do that. Switch like that, she had that leverage and that height advantage.
Shoulder tackle takes Diamante off her feet. ALLIE hits the ropes. Diamante goes for the trip. ALLIE able to evade, hangs on to the top rope. Drops to her knees and hits that right hand, reminiscent of the natural Dustin Rhodes, Taz.
Yeah, very much so, very much so. Dustin right there, spotted it for sure. Diamante went for that backdrop a little early and got caught. She definitely got caught there with that high knee.
A rising knee lift cover. Look at the far leg, only a 1 count on Diamante. Diamante,
nice, good job.
Great escape, making it out. And RACHE doing some last-minute primping.
She's got to look good. She's from the France capital of fashion world, something like that. Said better than that. It's close. So yeah, she was doing up the hairdo, But Allie's all business right here. So maybe we'll get a chance to see Brandi. Maybe not. Maybe we will.
Oh!
Exactly.
RACHE Chanel getting worked over here.
There we go.
By the team.
Oh, wow.
Look, Brandi rolls through. Oh, that kick to the face. Takes down Chanel. Covered, only a 2 count.
Yeah, I like the snapmare with the roll through like that. Good quickness and good athleticism, too.
Keeps your opponent close to you, Taz.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it works. And strong forearm shiver. Another look. Oh, I like how Brandi's rearing back with that, bringing a lot of momentum. Gets a 2-on-1 arm ringer. Keeps, RACHE in that corner. Tags an Allie. Good tag team work.
And now Allie ascending to the top double sledge across that left elbow of RACHE Chanel. That's the elbow she uses to support that bag, Taz.
Yeah, that beautiful shopping bag or handbag. I think the people call this, the women call this, these bags they use now.
Oh, look.
Oh, wow. Diamante ducked. You got to be careful. Allie had a back turned a little too long, and RACHE took advantage.
RACHE Chanel took on Big Swole in her AEW debut. Goes for the cover. Allie immediately kicking out. And Chanel looked good, but really I think the story of that match, Taz, was the confrontation afterwards between Swole and Dr. Britt Baker, which ultimately led to Big Swole being served papers last week on Dynamite. And she is now barred. It was a restraining order, we understand, keeping Swole away from the doctor.
Yeah, well, I mean, Swole is she's got a bad temper and she's super athletic and talented. So Britt Baker's banged up, so I can understand Britt's point on that.
Yeah, Britt with that injury to her nose after Rebel inadvertently smacked her in the face.
It's horrific.
Well, I don't know if I call it
horrific. It's not an overstatement. It's an accurate statement.
Okay.
Allie's now trapped in the corner here with RACHE and Diamante. And Diamante's got that big-ass comb. Look at that thing.
There's Chanel with the comb, yeah, and she shoulders to the midsection of Allie. Great tag team cohesion here by Diamante and RACHE Chanel.
Yeah, Allie's in bad shape here in this corner. She's just getting roughed up.
And now the flying mare by Diamante locks in a chin lock.
And good, she's got the knee in the back of Allie, which is smart by Diamante. And Allie's smart. She's attacking that grip with her hands and use some momentum by twisting back and forth to get to a vertical base.
Shots to the midsection, but Diamante immediately cuts her off those downward thrusting elbows into a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count.
And again, I'm just surprised to see Allie wearing jewelry, but like you said, it's that apple, the core of an apple she's wearing on her neck. Is that what it is?
No, it's a whole apple.
It's a complete apple, not a bit apple.
No. I mean, that would be the Apple Computer logo. It's funny. It's the full apple.
Sure, you could buy jewelry like that if you really wanted, but Allie's in a bad way here. She's got to try to get some separation and get Brandi, who really wants to be in this match. Ooh.
Diamante goes for the Cazadora. Allie reverses. And tomorrow night, AEW's Fight for the Fallen, 8/7 Central on TNT. Last year at Fight for the Fallen 2019, Brandi and Allie actually opponents. So interesting to see them just less than 24 hours removed on the same team. Allie rolls on 2. You get 2.
Diamante just cutting Allie off. Allie, I thought, was going to get some momentum going, but Diamante shut it down.
She's gotten word in my ear that it's been 1 year and 2 days since the previous iteration of Fight for the Fallen.
I'm surprised you didn't know those exact numbers. You needed someone to tell you, but that's good information for our audience, Excalibur. If that is your real name.
Says it on my passport, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, Allie, she needs to really try to get over to Brandi and get her in this matchup. But she has been taking some kind of hellacious offense by Diamante at this point.
You can see
RACHE earlier.
Diamante laid flat on that whip and really sent Allie hard into that corner. She's got Allie in her sights, charging in, but Brandi pulled Allie out at the last possible moment.
Well, that's a good job by Brandi to protect her teammate like that. Let's see if Allie can get Brandi in. Brandi really wants in the match. Dustin trying to get her motivated.
Allie making that long crawl. ALLIE makes the tag out to Brandi. Brandi with a big clothesline takes RACHE Chanel off her feet twice. Now backing her, no, not into the ropes. Chanel reverses.
Yeah, for sure. And look at Brandi by the hair. Pulls RACHE down. Good job.
And now ALLIE,
wow. Jeez.
Just coming in, peppering Diamante with shots.
Dick Butkus-like. 1960 wants their linebacker.
Yeah, Dick Butkus famous for punching football helmets, Taz. Oh. Knee lift there by RACHE Chanel. And wow.
He loves the camera, huh?
Nice.
Oh, a little too much running around having fun, and Brandi lit her up.
And Brandi with a big pump kick takes Chanel off her feet.
Excellent pump kick for sure. Long legs of Brandi, right on target. Excellent stuff. And I don't like RACHE's chances here because Brandi is just loading up, ready to go.
She's squaring her up for that spear. Takes her off her feet. Good night, RACHE Chanel.
The winners of this match, the team of ALLIE and Brandi Rhodes.
Taz, it looks like ALLIE and Brandi have put whatever it is between them behind them.
Kinda, but ALLIE does seem a little ticked off, but hey, a win's a win, and I think Brandi did a good job finishing it off for the team.
Brandi, so effective when she hits that big spear. It was all academic after that, Taz.
No doubt about it. Dustin's excited, as is Brandi. ALLIE doesn't seem as excited, but she'll take it.
Let them haters hate on you. There's nothing that they can do. Let them hate, watch them fall. Know when you can beat them.
I'll tell you, this is a matchup I'm looking forward to because Robert Anthony, we've seen him go. He's been very competitive. It's definitely met Cage, but he's going up against a guy I got my eye on who's a tremendous talent in Ricky Starks. This should be something special.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Joliet, Illinois, weighing 210 pounds, Robert Anthony.
Robert Ego Anthony making his return to the AEW ring, and the last time we saw him, he ran into the path of Cage, Taz.
Yes, and it's very tough. Well, it's almost impossible to stop the path of Cage, Brian Cage, the Machine. Anthony thought he was going to be able to go the distance, per se, with my man Brian Cage, but come on, Robert Anthony, ego and all, he was out of his mind.
The revolution
And
is televised.
his opponent, from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 198 pounds, Absolute Ricky Starks.
Now this is a talent right here, my friend.
Ricky Starks, that 500 record, made his AEW debut in that TNT Championship match. Starks. Now, Taz, last time somebody,
I see you, man.
last time somebody crossed their arms, you accused them of gimmick infringement.
Oh, what do you mean? It's Ricky Starks, man. He did a little old school tribute to yours truly. I'm flattered. This guy's a tremendous talent.
Tremendous.
It's not some ham and egger, bro. I mean, he's a tremendous talent.
Tremendous piece of work. Is
Who,
Ricky
me
Starks.
or Ricky?
Well, both of you.
All right.
I'd use other superlatives for you, Taz. But Ricky Starks turning to action here tonight on AEW Dark to take on Robert Ego Anthony.
Interesting to see how this matchup turns out. I mean, listen, Robert Anthony's shown, he has shown here, you know, in AEW that he can go.
Can't do it. Too much.
Look at that. I tell you what, it's some serious bling right there, Ricky Starks. I tell you what.
Got some Cuban links there.
He's got it all. He's just smooth. Look at the poise this young man has. I'm over here talking about Robert Anthony. I should be talking about Ricky Starks. I'm a big fan of this young man's work.
As we mentioned, Starks' debut inside the AEW ring was in that TNT Championship match.
Oh, nice mat return right there by Robert Anthony.
Ooh, Anthony.
He's focused, huh?
Yeah, he's did not come to play. I think Anthony looking to avenge that loss to Brian Cage, and what a victory it would be for Anthony to come away with one on this young up-and-comer Ricky Starks.
Went for a double leg. Nice sprawl that was by Anthony, but right now Ricky Starks topping him. Right there, good job. At a waist lock, watch the sit out, good switch into an arm bar. Good by Robert Anthony. Usually Robert Anthony spends a lot of his time on social media talking a bunch of, you know what. So maybe he can bring that same intensity he has on Twitter to the ring here against Ricky Starks. That was sarcasm, by the way.
Oh God, I didn't get it. You're usually burying people left and right.
Got it. All right. Hey, I'll put him over. Good hammerlock right there.
But
Starks people left and right.
Starks able to.
That's special.
Fight out of it. Anthony though, in control of that left arm of Ricky Starks. You saw Starks reared back to throw a right hand, but Anthony put pressure on that shoulder and dropped him down to the canvas. Oh
wow, that was a legitimate forearm shiver right there by Starks. Watch out.
Swing and a miss there by Anthony. Oh, boot to the midsection. Now, Robert Anthony floats up and over the top of Ricky Starks, goes back, hits the rope, stuck to the back elbow. Whoa, big clothesline. Takes Starks off his feet, even bigger boot, puts him back down to the canvas.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Robert Anthony's getting the better of Ricky Starks right now. Ricky's got to try and, there you go, boy, that's good stuff right there. Shut him down right there. Good job by Starks and a quick, hard, short clothesline.
Short clothesline, but an emphatic one. Takes Robert Anthony off his feet.
Well, you know, we've seen this in Ricky Starks as recent, we saw on Dynamite when he had the opportunity to challenge for the TNT Championship against Cody, the American Nightmare, and we literally saw Ricky take Cody, he pushed him to the limit, which is not an easy thing to do against an athlete like Cody and a champion like Cody. So, he, got a lot of people looking at him, including me. Let's see what we got here. A little release Northern Lights. I like it.
Starks sending Robert Anthony over the top.
Smooth. He might have a little bit of a, maybe a bloody nose or blood coming out the side of his nose, I believe.
But he hit that forearm shot to the kidneys of Robert Anthony. Anthony, though, reversing, sending Starks into the corner. Starks able to evade, hits the ropes.
Like that misdirection spear right there. Great athleticism.
Big tackle there by Ricky Starks, Taz.
Well, that's a spear. Well, I guess you could call it tackle, right? If it's football type, NFL-esque tackle.
And he's, look at that, bringing
by the ears, right?
Anthony, a lot of aggression.
He's mean, bro.
Anthony, though, floats over the top, waist lock. Starks swinging a miss. Anthony. Oh, wow. Swinging neck breaker there by Starks. 1, 2, no.
Swinging neck breaker, dude. Full rotation. I mean, see how quick the hips are? That's what I watch. I watch an athlete. I want to see feet and I want to see hips on a male or female athlete. How quick are your hips? How quick is that, the first step explosion in your feet? Your footwork, your back step, that's all key. And Ricky Starks has all of that.
Starks landing some rights, but Anthony gets the boot up and the elbow into the face of Starks. Ducks the clothesline attempt.
Wow. Hey, great job by Robert Anthony. That was nice. Tilt the world Jones there. That's what I would call it.
Flattens Starks, and now stepping in, looking perhaps for the Romero special.
Oh, man.
Indeed, he does.
Dude, I've been in a Romero special. It sucks. Oh, no.
Tremendous leg strength there from Anthony. Cover 1, 2, no.
That was impressive. It was like he was on a leg press machine and just let Ricky go in the air. Yeah, he's got a little raspberry on that right cheek. For those kids, that's a bruise. Raspberry, old school term.
Look at this. Look at this leg strength.
Look at this. Wow.
And just driving Starks face first into the canvas. Up on the shoulders is Ricky Starks, the fireman's carry of Robert Anthony.
Oh, God, back of the neck.
But hammer and anvil elbows there by Starks. Starks rolls him up. 1. Only a 1 count, Anthony.
Oh, wow. Forget it. That was some shot. Double underhook.
Got Anthony on the shoulder and sits out absolute Ricky Starks. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, absolute Ricky Starks.
Very, very impressive, Ricky Starks. Absolute for short. Absolutely impressive. That's what I should have said, and I said it. What the hell? Very, very impressive. Great stuff.
Ricky Starks keeping up the trend of impressive in-ring performances here in AEW. But Taz, now this makes it 2 victories in a row for absolute Ricky Starks.
You know what I like about Ricky Starks is just, I talked a lot, as did you, and his athleticism and his skill, his poise, but it's his toughness too, the mean streak. He's got all of that, man. And those are the ingredients you need to be a star, a top guy, a champion. He's making his way over here.
Starks headed over to the desk, perhaps to give us a closer look at that busted nose.
Great job, man. Great job. All right, I feel you. All right. Maybe next time, Excalibur, you do the job on a regular basis, dude. It's unbelievable. Ricky Starks, my man!
History in the palm of my hand. A true student of the game, this wild and unpredictable game that we call professional wrestling, understands that history always repeats itself. Mulligan, DiBiase, Barry Windham, they've all worn it. And what is the one thing that has followed their careers long after their time is done? To this day, even now, legacy.
You've got to reach down inside you if you want to have a legacy, if you want to be a champion, if you want to be the best, you have got to go in and dig something out of your heart.
Tully believes in me. I believe in me.
The Dark Order trio of number 5, number 3, and number 4, Alan Angels, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds will take on the trio of Sean Dean, Joe Alonzo, and Will Hobbs coming up next.
This contest, set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit, is a 6-man tag team match. Introducing first, the team of Sean Dean, Joe Alonzo, and Will Hobbs.
Well, Taz, we've gotten a look at all 3 men over the past few weeks here on AEW Dark. This will be the first time they've come together as a team. They're gonna have their hands full against this Dark Order trio, though.
Oh, yeah, I think they're in a lot of trouble, to be honest with you. A lot of trouble. Can Joe Alonzo promote his social media anymore on his gear and his sweatshirt? I mean, is it like a little much? I'm just curious.
I mean, it's only 90 degrees here. Why wouldn't you wear a sweatshirt to the ring?
Unbelievable.
And their opponents, the team of Alan Angels, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds.
Dark Order were in action last week on AEW Dynamite, Taz, and boy, did they look impressive. Stu Grayson teamed up with Mr. Brody Lee and Colt Cabana, and they defeated SCU. Colt Cabana getting back in those winning ways.
I know. I was keeping my eye on it for sure. I saw it. And that's what happens, you know. You start rubbing up with the Dark Order and Mr. Brody Lee. Great things can happen. Look at Silver, look at Reynolds, look at Angels that are in the ring right now. We saw that happen with them. Look at their physiques.
Yeah,
how much bigger they look.
3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5. Correct. Thank you. There's no echo.
Right there.
Stu Grayson.
Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, the number 1 ranked tag team here in AEW. I'm sure they will be watching that World Tag Team Championship title match very closely tomorrow night. Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page defend the titles against Jurassic Express, Luchasaurus, and Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. But right now it's Will Hobbs and Alan Angels starting out. Ooh, slap to the face. Big Will Hobbs.
Hobbs a big athlete. Big athlete.
Ooh. Big, wild swings and misses by Hobbs, but Hobbs using his size, muscling Angels to the corner. Angels up and laying in some right hands.
Yeah, Angels are obviously super athletic, fleet-footed, and much quicker than Hobbs.
Drop kick to the knee of Hobbs, and Will Hobbs, we got our first look at him last week on Dark.
Whoa.
He hoists Angels up. And tossing him over the top, but he actually tossed him into the corner.
Yeah, not smart by the young athlete Hobbs. I mean, he's a powerhouse.
Hobbs just catches him.
That wasn't smart, though, to your point, throwing a man into his own
corner.
corner.
But this time just drops him down. And Hobbs tagging out to Joe Alonzo. Sending Alonzo onto John Silver. 1, 2 count only.
Well, that's Silver. He's battle-tested. He's been around the block a few times, even before he was in the Dark Order. He can go. We've seen Silver. You got to do a lot to hurt Silver.
I wanted to mention Will Hobbs. Really interesting background on his part. He was, as a young man, his older brother actually pushed him out of the way of a stray bullet, took the bullet for him. It cost him his life, but
oh my God,
that was his inspiration to get into the pro wrestling business. So a huge opportunity for Will Hobbs, Joe Alonzo, and the Captain Sean Dean here tonight, honoring the memory of Will Hobbs' older brother. And Silver, though, dumping Alonzo on his back.
Silver, very powerful athlete. You know, he's got that low center of gravity. Really brings a lot of power and explosiveness. Those big quads, his big, pecs and delts, strong. Now we see, Alex
Alex
nice
Reynolds.
Double drop toe holds, double.
Yeah, 3 and 4 stereo drop kicks on the head of Joe Alonzo. Cover 1, 2, no.
Reynolds, good cover right there. Nice tight cover. Grayson, Evil Uno, seem impressed. Look at that clothesline, man.
Short arm clothesline by Alex Reynolds. Cover. Hooks the far leg, only gets a 2 count though.
You can say what you want, you or anybody else, Excalibur, about Dark Order, man. When you get around Mr. Brody Lee and you're part of the Dark Order, it's just these athletes who see their confidence go through the roof.
Well, I think it's confidence and fear. It's that intimidating presence of Mr. Brody Lee. They don't want to disappoint him.
Sometimes that happens. They gotta be. That's what great leaders are. They're feared. Feared, I say.
Shoulder to the midsection by Reynolds, sending Sean Dean into the corner.
Sean Dean's a heck of an athlete, hell of a wrestler. Really brings a lot of fighting heart all the time. I like his style.
Oh, Dean elevates Reynolds up and drops him face first on that turnbuckle. Big clothesline sends Reynolds spilling to the outside.
It's impressive right there. Impressive.
Sean Dean has his sights set on the Dark Order on the outside.
He's gonna fly here.
Takes to the skies. Great elevation there by the captain, Sean Dean.
Let's go. He went airborne. He's amped up. That was super impressive. Very hard to do what he did there. Just, just to use a cliche, throwing caution to the wind here. But watch that. Look, I mean, the athleticism, and just having that confidence to do what he did there. You could end your career if that landing goes wrong, as you know, Excalibur.
But you saw Alan Angels there take advantage of the distraction on Sean Dean, slamming him spine first in the barricade. Cover 2, no.
It's tough. Sean Dean's tough. Reynolds now getting, Angels in here.
Alan Angels.
People that are just joining might be wondering, how do these guys know their names if they're wearing masks? I'll tell you how. We
Cover
do our job.
2.
That's how. No,
They didn't come into AEW wearing masks.
Of course, that's it. That's exactly right.
Part of their initiation, from what we understand, into Dark Order is losing themselves, giving up that piece of individuality. Cover. Only a 2 count. Evil Uno there. See, looking on, very impressed.
Yeah, Uno probably likes the tenacity of Angels. I'm telling you, Excalibur, I told you last week that you should join the Dark Order. You already got the mask. It's a layup.
I got the mask. I don't need to win any matches, Taz.
No, but you need help with your confidence. I'll talk to you off air about this. Sorry. That rough snap man by Silver. Right now, I think he was shook. I was nervous.
Thunderous kick. 2, no.
Yeah, see, you let Silver, you let him get some momentum going here. We've seen him. He'll truck a dude. He uses his height. I know he's not tall, but he uses to it. Look at those that round kick was strong right there.
Kick Dean in the chest like he owed him money. And now standing on the head, the face of Sean Dean.
Just flexing it up, double by City.
And I think Grayson wasn't cheering him. He was telling him to focus on the match.
Yeah, that's not Stu Grayson's style. He doesn't want, showboating. I'm sure Mr. Brody Lee would not want that. And Stu Grayson right there. Talk about a guy who can get in that ring and wrestle like a machine. There's only one machine, obviously, but I'm saying he is like machine-like. I said like too many times, but
Cover there.
You get my point.
2 count, yeah. Stu Grayson, pound for pound, one of the best athletes here in all elite wrestling.
You can see Stu Grayson on the stage. He just seems like he's ready to explode and go.
Yeah, he's tense. He's always ready. And now Alex Reynolds just whipping Sean Dean into the corner, pulling him out. Cover, hook the leg. 1, 2, no. Dean's partners, not a lot of interest in breaking up that pinning predicament.
No, they basically just stood there frozen.
I think they're seeing this beating that Dark Order's laying down on Sean Dean. They want no part of it.
I mean, they're clapping in the corner. That's enough. Not enough. You got to save your partner. On those covers, to your point. Oh, man, another high round kick.
Vicious kick there by John Silver.
I'm a fan of John Silver's work. My only thing is I feel like he's got to do a little bit more offensive things in between big moves. Those are keys to really amping up and getting big victories. Those transitional moments where you don't waste time.
Joe Alonzo coming in pleading with the ref, but not doing Sean Dean any favors, Taz.
No, not at all. I mean, because the ref's back was turned, and then obviously you're able to double up on Sean Dean was the Dark Order. This is not going to be good here.
They've got Sean Dean
hung
up. Oh, Angels. comes down on the back of Dean, 2. No! Wow!
Great job right there by Sean Dean.
A lot of fight, a lot of heart in the captain, Sean Dean.
I thought he was done right there. Impressive on that kick out.
Watch
Yeah,
this.
that moonsault.
Great form, great technique there by Alan Angels. Will Hobbs getting in the face.
Whoa,
Oh, look
whoa.
at this. Dean rolls about 1, 2. No!
Good job by Sean Dean to capitalize there. He didn't get the win, but it was smart on that schoolboy. Oh, look at the power there.
Dean shoves off Angels and caught John Silver out of the corner of his eye. Made the tag out to Will Hobbs.
Big Hobbs.
Hobbs running over all 3 members of the opposition.
Big man came out of that 3-point stance and hit that spine buster.
Great spine buster. Beautiful power slam.
That's a big raw bone dude, man.
Oh, but a big roundhouse kick there by Silver. Elbow strike.
Oh, God, that was some shot.
Garmin, Gary, stunner, German suplex. 1, 2, 3. No, 2 count only. Joe Alonzo at the last possible second broke it up.
Might have just got his face broken when he get chucked out of the ring. And how about Sean Dean double clothesline in here?
Double clothesline. This. Oh, look at this, Angels. He's got Sean Dean.
Try and turn it, but no. Mayor's out of it.
Ducks the clothesline attempt. A little bit of a misdirect, standing Spanish fly. Great counter there by Angels.
That was awesome.
Joe Alonzo coming in. Oh, pump kick to the jaw.
Better watch John Silver.
John Silver with the waist lock. Trying to use that explosive power. But no, Alonzo rolls through. 1, 2, no. Oh, Reynolds there on the outside, the running boot.
Great chemistry between the Dark
And
Order.
now Angels, oh, the wing snapper. And Silver and Reynolds have Joe Alonzo up. Oh, the flipping destroyer DDT. Cover 1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, Alan Angels, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds.
As usual, Dark Order dominant, impressive. Mr. Brody Lee has these men just locked in the Evil Uno. Stu Grayson motivated from the stage. Great job by these 3 men.
They like what they see. You have to imagine Mr. Brody Lee somewhere smiling right now. And it's not easy to put a smile on Mr. Brody Lee's face.
I don't know if he's smiling. You know what? I understand what you're saying, but I think that Mr. Brody Lee expects that. He expects victories. He expects dominance. So that's what I think, but I mean, who knows? He could be smiling. I mean, Mr. Brody Lee has a beautiful smile, as does Evil Uno, even when he wears a mask.
Well, Dark Order delivered here tonight.
Hey, check out this matchup. This could get a little bit freaky and funky. We got MARKO Stunt of the Jurassic Express going one-on-one with one of the best Turkish oral wrestlers you've ever seen in Michael Nakazawa.
This bout is set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 203 pounds, Michael Nakazawa!
Taz, we saw Michael Nakazawa in action last week on AEW Dark. He picked up a big victory over the captain, Sean Dean, using him as an unorthodox Turkish oil wrestling style.
Yeah, you can see right. Look at his trunks. He's loaded. Look at that. Look at the front of his trunks. I mean,
why are you looking at the front of his trunks?
Well, it's obvious. He looks like he's got a spare tire in the front of his trunks. I mean, it's like a damn tree log.
What happens if he gets a flat? What's he supposed to do?
Oil it up.
And his opponent, from Olive Branch, Mississippi, weighing 120 pounds, MARKO STUNT!
Since joining Jurassic Express, MARKO Stunt has found a home, and most importantly, Taz, he's found confidence inside the AEW ring.
Yes, he has. There's no doubt about it. But I'm just having this epiphany, Excalibur.
Sure.
This matchup here, this could get kind of wacky, to be honest, between these two. MARKO's out there.
What makes you say that?
Well, MARKO's out there, and Michael Nakazawa is obsessed with the Turkish oil. And he's loaded up. I mean, again, to point
Look how
out...
smooth his skin is, though. You can't argue with results, Taz.
Right, okay. I mean, it just could get a little wacky. I don't want to lead the audience. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Marko Stunt is actually 100 years old, but he uses Turkish oil every day, and he looks like that.
Well, Nakazawa has a whole bottle of a tube of the oil here.
Is it a bottle or a tube? Well, he says he doesn't need it.
So you don't need the baby oil.
And oh, look at that. Marko Stunt immediately leaps into a side headlock. Nakazawa shoves him off. Knock barely moving there. Marko sent down to his keister.
Yeah, that's his ass. And Marko now he's like, let's do it one more time. I'm ready to go. He's hulking up. Come on, Marko. Here we go, buddy. Oh, okay, maybe not.
Sent down to what I am told is his ass. I have it on good authority, Taz.
Yes, I've heard that somewhere.
And now, look at that. Marko sending Nakazawa to the ropes.
Yes, he wants you to go, Nakazawa.
Nakazawa,
tricky.
Nobody home there. Marko one step quicker. Takes Nakazawa off his feet with that drop kick.
And he's happy and proud as Marko.
Wow!
Man.
Big walloping shot there by Marko Stunt.
Excellent kick. Almost like Bruce Lee, but not.
Oh! Single foot drop kick. Marko driving that heel, and that time both heels into the face of Nakazawa.
He's kicking Nakazawa as hard as he can in the face, like 4 times.
And Michael Nakazawa very wisely escapes to the outside.
Well, he can do some damage. Uh-oh, watch out.
Marko elbow suicida crashing in to Michael Nakazawa. Could be Michael knocked out.
No doubt, could mess up those really handsome features of Michael Nakazawa, or his features, with those blows to the face.
Michael Nakazawa, of course, from Japan, but you talk about those features. He's actually a model in Dagestan.
Excuse me?
Oh!
He's a model?
Yeah.
What does he model in?
Mostly shoes.
That makes sense. Well, now he's got control here of Marko.
Nakazawa sending Marko Stunt face first to the top rope. And keeping the pressure on, a blistering chop there from Nakazawa.
Yeah, very, very hard chop. And he has control right now of Marko.
Nakazawa getting in the face of the official. Marko Stunt being brought.
That's tough with Marko. He's always given up a ton of size, and he's showing how tough he is. He takes a lot of punishment.
Cover, 1, 2.
That's rare to see a guy go for a cover on a body slam, but when you have a big size advantage like Nakazawa has on Marko, a body slam could be a finishing move. Believe it or not, it could happen.
Yeah, Nakazawa really stepped into that. And you can see he doesn't have the crook of the elbow underneath the chin, Taz.
No.
So Marko was able to make it up to a vertical base.
Quickly, too.
But, just as quick. Knock shuts him down. Nakazawa.
The snapmares him over.
Center.
There we go.
And now, bringing out the oil.
Oh,
come on.
He said, I changed my mind, and it just
and now, that slipping senton cover.
What's wrong
1,
with this
2.
guy?
No, Marko kicks out.
Did you call it a slipping senton?
Yeah, he uses the oil. He skids off his opponent's chest and hits the senton, Taz. You're acting like this is the first Michael Nakazawa match you've ever
I've called them a bunch. Try not to remember them. That's what happens.
Marko escapes out the back door now with the Cazadora. Arm drag. Takes Nakazawa across the ring. Wild swing and a miss. Big hook kick there. Marko off the middle rope into the runner. Sends Nakazawa for a ride.
Nakazawa doesn't know where he is. Don't wait, Marko. Go for it.
Marko charging in. Nakazawa able to evade. Marko once again escapes. And now heads up to the top. The diving shot across the back. I think the oil might have slipped up Marko, but a cover? No.
Well, I think the oil might have when Nakazawa spewed it out of that jug he uses that came out of his front of his crotch area. What happens is I think it's spewed all over the top rope. That's what happened. You're right.
You use a lot of different terms for a vessel. You've called it a tube, a jug, and a bottle.
Call it a vessel. Yeah. It's not a submarine.
Let's hit for the cycle, Taz.
He came out looking at a submarine in his trunks when he came out, to be honest with you. That's Nakazawa, not Stunt. Just saying.
Samoan drop there. Nakazawa flattening Marko's stunt. Marko clutching those ribs.
Yeah, that was a strong Samoan drop.
And this could be the end of the night for Marko's stunt. Nakazawa bringing him up top.
Oh, he just called out stunt. Oh! The yam bag slide. Yam bag slide. Oh!
And the atomic drop. Nakazawa comes off. Oh, the big spear. Hits the tackle.
Gotta
1, 2. No!
Wow. Impressive by Stunt.
Marko stunt, never count him out.
Oh, no. Remember last week? Look at this. He's pulling his whole friggin', like he's pulling his whole underwear out, and he does it without even taking his other trunks off. What does this guy do behind closed doors with those underwear? I'm just being honest here. I'm saying what everybody's thinking.
Marko stunt able to avoid.
Oh, no.
Oh, Marko rolls him up. High stack. 1, 2. No.
Watch out. Oh,
Marko puts on the brakes. He's fighting for his life here.
Imagine the stench of that.
Oh,
it's stuck to his face. Stuck on him.
Marko rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
The hell is on those raspberry underwear that's stuck in his face?
Marko stunt.
That was some freaky stuff, dude. I'm telling you, being honest.
Taz, I know some people in Dagestan that would pay good money to have Michael Nakazawa's underwear on their face. Marko stunt, not one of them, and he was victorious here tonight.
Well, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, you should wear masks, and maybe that's his version of a mask. I'm just saying, you never know. People are different, just covering up. Man, he's just a very strange human. Yeah.
Marko,
All right, well.
he caught a whiff of that Roquefort-esque scent coming off of that undergarment of Michael Nakazawa.
Yeah, it's his drawers, bro. That's what it is. Let's be honest. Let's call it like we see it. We know what's going on here. And I don't know.
Michael Nakazawa heading to the showers.
Stuck to his face. Oh.
And we see Alex Jabali sporting one of those limited edition Street Fighter X AEW Elite vs. Shotokan Brothers t-shirt available at shopaew.com.
Check out this very interesting tag team match where we got Pierce and Pineapple Pete. They're going to go up against the very tough duo of Luther and Serpentico. Looking forward to it.
This is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing 240 pounds, Brady Pierce.
The man with the prettiest boots in all of pro wrestling, Brady Pierce. Still looking for his first victory inside an AEW ring, Taz.
Yeah, I've been thinking about those boots are really not all that. The more I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about it a lot after the show. I do think about his boots. I'm like, you know, they're really not that. I know that the conquistador look, but I'm not really into that much. He does have a heck of a grill. Great teeth. I'm sure he sees Dr. Britt Baker to get professional dental care. I would assume, because she's the greatest dentist in the world. You know, Brian Cage and I get free dental care for a year.
Team partner,
you know that.
from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing 189 pounds, Pineapple Pete.
Well, Taz, a proliferation of P's here with Pineapple Pete and Pierce teaming up to take on the unorthodox duo of Luther and Serpentico.
Yeah, this should be a very interesting tag team contest between these four. And then we see a Pineapple Pete. He does this. He rolls all the way across the ring.
That's what happens when you roll a pineapple down a hill.
Right.
I mean, if it's on its side.
That's a good point. Yeah, except for the stem part. That could rub against the
Hey,
concrete.
the stem. Proto's Pete back here
Stem.
tonight.
Proto's Pete is back. So Serpentico.
And their opponents, first, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 195 pounds, Serpentico.
Taz, last week on AEW Dark, Serpentico hung in there with one of the best athletes in all of AEW, Scorpio Sky, and
His gimmick infringer. This is who did it last week. Remember you talked about it?
so Starch can do it, but Serpentico can't.
Yeah, because he's better than him. I mean, it's really that simple. I don't want to steal MJF's gimmick. He's better than him, and Serpentico knows it. How about that? That's why. So Starks can do it. You're damn right. I'm sorry, you're speaking about Scorpio Sky. I'm a big fan of Scorpio Sky's work. You know that. Oh, are you saying about Scorpio Sky?
Well, that Serpentico hung with them, but Scorpio Sky was ultimately victorious last week on Dark.
Oh, yeah, good point. Okay, like
now he's just doing it.
I'm getting a little hot.
Doing it to mess with you.
I mean, like, this is a little crazy.
And his partner from the Kingdom of Nye, weighing 274 pounds, Luther.
Well, Luther looks extra psychotic tonight.
And the original Death Dealer last week on Dark faced another member of SCU, Frankie Kazarian. Unfortunately for Luther, Frank Kazarian came out with a victory that night.
Oh, yeah, we've seen Serpentico do that. It's very cool. It's really cool.
Oh, I don't think you liked it last week.
No, I know, but I like it this week. It looks like Luther likes it. You know what's bad? Like, look at Luther. He's sweating before the match. When you're sweating that much before the match, you know he's had a good warm-up backstage. That's what that means. Probably done a bunch of Hindu squats and push-ups, pull-ups.
Is that what it means, or does it mean that it's 90 degrees here with about 6 million% humidity?
Could be option D.
Okay. I didn't do any Hindu squats, Taz, and I am sweating. Sweltering.
Produce Pete, not really impressed.
Referee Mike Posey drawing the duties for this matchup. As Luther and Pineapple Pete. Oh, look at that! Serpentico grabbed Pineapple Pete around the waist, and Luther immediately just starts brutalizing him.
Yeah, no wasted motion, man. That's how Luther is. Just goes right at you. Not a smart move by Pineapple Pete to try and drop him with a shoulder block.
Luther charging in and takes Pete off his feet and continues the assault.
Physical.
Oh!
Very physical. Luther's very physical.
He kicked him in the throat there, Taz.
Yeah, well, that's tough when that happens. Oh, wow, double chop.
Pineapple Pete laying in lefts and rights to the jaw of Luther, but Luther, oh! Big pump kick takes Pete off his feet.
Those damn Serpentico streamers are all over the place. Thought that was a big snot coming out of his nose or something. I would have saw that long white thing.
And now Serpentico driving the boots down into that left outstretched arm. Pineapple Pete.
I like Luther, but this Serpentico, something about him I'm not crazy about. He's talented.
Is it because he does your pose?
It might be.
Oh, okay. Hip toss. No, reverse there by Serpentico.
He's talented, though. We've watched Serpentico. He's definitely a talented athlete.
Pineapple Pete goes for the trip leapfrog. Up and over. Send Serpentico high and crashing down.
Yeah, that monkey flip in the great sport of judo, that's called the Tobanagi. That's what that's called, and it's well done right there by Pineapple Pete. Similar version, I should say, of a Tobanagi.
Pineapple Pete tagging out to Brady Pierce, who will see his first action of the night. We talked about the footwear, the teeth of Brady Pierce, almost in complete opposite of Luther.
Luther, that's just when he does the yell, like his voice doesn't match his body. Oh, whoa, kind of backed up.
Well, so he's pointing to his head, but all he did is get punched in the face. It's not like he dodged it or anything. He blocked the punch with his face.
That's hysterical.
Shoulder tackle. Neither man.
Point your head. There you go. That's
neither man willing to give ground. Brady Pierce building a scene. Oh, but Luther
yelled out. He said Brady, I believe. Brady!
Perhaps he's a big football fan.
I'm not a fan of that Brady you're speaking of. He can stay in Tampa.
Oh, look at that. Brady Pierce with the misdirect. Sending Luther to the corner.
Ooh.
Oh!
Good job by Brady there. Oh, here comes Pineapple Pete now.
Pete. Oh, big uppercut there from Pineapple Pete.
Pretty smooth strut he had going on.
But Luther with a double leg. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective, Taz.
Yeah, it sure was. Full mount. Well, almost a full mount. I should say full mount. It was kind of a quasi mount. Could have been caught in a guard if Pineapple Pete would have got his legs around there.
Pete trying to fight his way out of enemy territory here. Serpentico grabs the boot.
Oh, sneaker.
And oh!
Wow.
The perineum and Pete in peril, Taz.
That's rough. A lot of P's. Paranellum. Say that again.
Perineum of Pete in peril.
Against the post. Oh, look at that. Traditional arm trap belly to belly.
No. Pete kicks out. Taz with the yes and.
Luther, he's just really, his third eye got rubbed off his head, if you noticed that.
Well, he's pointing to it so much. That's what happens. Oh! Sidewalk slam there by Luther. Serpentico brought in and slammed down onto Pineapple Pete. A second time. Serpentico and Luther really taking advantage of this 10 count.
Yeah, very unique teamwork.
And you saw Serpentico came up clutching his lower back.
Well, you got your lower back driven 3 times with full body slams onto a guy, and that'll do it.
Pineapple Pete very wisely trying to make it over to the corner to make the tag out. But now Serpentico driving Pete face first into that top turnbuckle.
Original Death Dealer coming back in now. Now double whip into the corner goes Pete. Uh-oh.
Serpentico sent in, shot to the midsection. Luther charging in. Just this big splash in the corner. And now Serpentico coming over the top with the double stomps.
Excellent done by Serpentico. This team works. This team works of Luther and Serpentico. It's oddly enough, it does work.
Very unorthodox pairing. But Taz, we've seen unorthodox pairings here in AEW. Oh! Wow.
It's like, well, you blocked the hip toss, so I'll just drive my knee right into your face. Okay?
And
now what? Oh my God. It's like
2. No, Pete kicks out.
I don't know how long Serpentico would last in this team with Luther. I mean, it's like he's getting his ass kicked by his partner. And Serpentico likes it. He's like, yeah, throw me around more.
Guess what? That's what happens when you team up with the original Death Dealer, Taz.
Poor Pineapple Pete got streamers stuck on his body, flying off his arm, backhand in the face.
I would dare say the streamers stuck to his body are the least of Pete's problems.
I agree.
Serpentico walked right into the outstretched boot of Pineapple Pete. Serpentico charges in, gets shoved away from the corner, and
oh, wow. Great job by Pineapple Pete. That was excellent.
Great elevation by Pete, driving Serpentico head first into the canvas. Now Brady Pierce makes the tag.
Big Brady, big athlete here.
Big back elbow, and a right hand takes Luther down. Serpentico with a wild swing, but Pierce using his size to his advantage.
Yeah, massive size advantage. Serpentico got dumped.
Oh, big pump kick there by Brady Pierce.
God.
Pierce, beautiful spine buster. 1, 2, no. Luther there, barely in time to break it up, Taz.
Yeah, that probably would have been, I guess you look at that as an upset, because I'll tell you what, I think Brady would have got the win over Serpentico if Luther did not break it up.
Luther very obviously dazed by that right hand of Brady Pierce. Oh, shot to the side of the head. Serpentico, standing sliced bread, goes over the top on Brady Pierce. And now Luther, the legal man.
The frequent tags between Luther and Serpentico is crazy. Well, here we go. You see Luther got control right here. Brady gets Serpentico. Serpentico hit it.
Oh!
Wow, he nails it.
And drives him down into the canvas. 1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, the team of Serpentico and Luther.
Well, Taz, Serpentico notches his first win in AEW, and it comes thanks to his team with the original Death Dealer, Luther. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus will take on Peter Avalon and Brandon Cutler here tonight.
This is a tag team bout set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the Librarian Leva Bates, the Librarian Peter Avalon, and Brandon Cutler.
Taz, you know what I miss?
What?
When Librarian Peter Avalon would do the a cappella rendition of his music.
Oh, yes. I don't miss that, but I remember it. I do remember this. I remember this.
I mean, it was the cheapest music in all of professional wrestling history. Peter Avalon performed it himself every time on the way down to the ring. We didn't have to pay anybody a dime for it.
Well, I mean, it's okay to spend. Oh, look who's ringside here, the Young Bucks.
Matt and Nick Jackson cheering on their friend Brandon Cutler. They want to see him pick up his first victory here inside an AEW ring.
Young Bucks, those guys never liked me. West Coast, East Coast thing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And their opponents, being accompanied to the ring by MARKO STUNT at a combined weight of 450 pounds, the team of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Well, Taz, Jurassic Express, the number 5 ranked tag team here in AEW. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy have been on a real roll in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, real tough to stop them. They have a great chemistry. The proverbial Porsche and tank, obviously Luchasaurus as the tank, and you got Jungle Boy as the Porsche, as you see right there. So yes, great chemistry between these two. Kind of freaky, but yet talented guys.
Jurassic Express will be in action tomorrow night at Fight for the Fallen, 8/7 Central on TNT, where Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and MARKO STUNT take on the team of the Elite, Matt and Nick Jackson and Kenny Omega. Big 6-man matchup, Taz.
Massive at Fight for the Fallen tomorrow night for sure. And then you see the Young Bucks right there. No Kenny Omega, but with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, that chemistry you know so well, Excalibur. They have great chemistry, Omega, Matt, and Nick. And it's going to be tough goings, in my opinion, for Jurassic Express against the Elite.
Hammerlock there from Jungle Boy as he steps behind Avalon. Avalon trying to fight his way free. Side headlock takeover there. Pin 1. Only a 1 count. 1, 2. No.
Interesting how nice cradle right there. Almost a cradle. He had the leg hook tied. It was cradle in the head.
Toe kick there by Avalon. And we've seen in recent weeks, Taz, Avalon and Cutler have shown a lot more cohesion as a tag team unit.
Yeah, they keep working at it. They've hit a lot of stumbles and a lot of roadblocks. Tough for them to get victories, but definitely the chemistry is clicking between them. I mean, that's the way, we've been seeing it, to be honest.
Jungle Boy goes for the trip.
I don't want to speak for you, but I am.
That's quite all right. Drop kick there by Jungle Boy.
Oh, he's excellent athlete is that young man right there, Jungle Boy.
Charging into the corner. Cutler able to avoid it. Oh, big kick to the face. Cutler goes over the top. Kick to the back of the head. Cover. Look at the far leg. 2. No.
Stuart did see Cutler. He understands that Jungle Boy kicked out. He swiftly got back on him. Smart move. It's not his first rodeo. He gets it, Cutler.
Grabs the front face lock and drags Jungle Boy back to his corner for Avalon to tag in so they can keep the pressure on.
Avalon caught Jungle with a nasty chop, and there's another one.
Oh!
Chops.
From his knees, Jungle Boy bringing the fire.
Yeah, Jungle Boy has a very tight chop for sure. We've seen that in matches with, as a recent with MJF. Those chops brutally redded up the pectoral region of MJF from Jungle Boy.
And usually, Jungle Boy, somebody with a smile on his face, but we've seen, and against MJF most specifically, Taz, as you mentioned, that when he gets angry, he gets mean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so does Luchasaurus as they plant Cutler there. Luchasaurus covers 1, 2. No.
Luchasaurus is a dinosaur. At least he's totally locked in his brain that he is. So for him, he's talking about battle tested. He's how many years? He's been alive, like 1 billion years or something? What was it, 1 million?
Oh!
Wow. Great kick. Great job right there.
Cover 1,
kick.
2.
How many years is he alive, Luchasaurus?
Well, the Paleozoic era was a long time ago. So
thanks. Well done.
He's a great many years old, Taz.
Oh, thanks. That's
65 million to be exact.
That's the number I was looking for.
Jungle Boy covers 1, 2. No. Great distribution of the weight over the shoulders of Cutler, but
yeah, spread out. Yeah, totally spread out. Good point.
Jungle Boy using that wisdom of all his advanced years. Excuse me, Luchasaurus using that wisdom. Jungle Boy only 23 years of age. Grabs the waist lock. Cutler, though, able to back him off, springs over the ropes, and then back in.
Man,
big
flying.
Elbow strike.
Springboard flying across the ring. Young Bucks are very impressed with their buddy, Cutler.
The Bucks would love to see Cutler and Avalon pick up their first victories here in AEW. Avalon With that boot across the throat of Jungle Boy.
It's good, good, smart teamwork from Avalon and Cutler, keeping Jungle Boy in the corner, their corner. Cut that ring in half. See a lot of great teams do that over the years.
Great suplex, great float over, but Avalon didn't neutralize the legs of Jungle Boy, allowing him to kick out.
These are the points of the match. If you're Peter Avalon, you can't let this happen here. You can't let that. That's smart. Can't let Jungle build momentum because he can recover quick.
Avalon the scoop and the slam. Cutler tags in, comes over the top, sent onto the midsection, and now, oh, the leaping leg drop cleared a lot of distance, Taz. What, cover two? No.
I tell you, we see it so much with Cutler. You know, he's long-limbed, very rangy.
Uses his size well.
He really does. I mean, he will soar across the ring, no matter if he springboards off or just running jumps. I mean, very, underratedly impressive athletically with those long limbs.
Cazadora, Jungle Boy lands on his feet, sent into the, oh!
A lot of momentum, left his feet. That's how you explode through your opponent with a clothesline like Jungle did. Just left his feet, both men down now. Turning point in the match.
And Taz, I mean, that's the hallmark of a desperation move like that. When you throw your entire body weight into it, you leave your feet. It's really a feast or famine type move, because if you miss it, you're cooked.
You're cooked, that's right. But he didn't miss, he nailed it now. Avalon's got to deal with Luchasaurus.
And so does Cutler. Oh,
my God.
Big
size of this guy.
Chops there from Luchasaurus. Shot to the midsection, kick to the face. Roundhouse drops Avalon. Cutler. Oh! He was able to evade the first strike, but not the second one.
What's that great striking dojos 65 million years ago? Wherever he was at. Plantation or dungeons or wherever the dinosaurs hang. Begging for a little help. Begging. Not the time to lay out. Whoa, watch out.
Luchasaurus dodging the...
Oh, my God, that was wild.
Hook kick drops Avalon, and Cutler dazed by the roundhouse. Jungle Boy sliding drop kick. Chokeslam in the ring. Standing moves. Oh, Cutler gets the knees up.
Great job by Cutler. Here it is, cradle.
Inside cradle. 1, 2. No. Very nearly upset city here tonight.
And that was it, dude. That was the opportunity, because Avalon had Jungle Boy stop. Jungle tried to intercept that cover, but Avalon, oh, whoa. Leave a base.
Coming to the aid of her fellow librarians.
Where the hell her glasses fell? Watch out. She lost all her shoes and her glasses.
Oh, look at that. Cutler counters with a swinging DDT. Tags out to Avalon. Avalon charging in. Dodges the Polish hammer. Comes off. DDT of his own. Luchasaurus is reeling, Taz.
Sure is. Cutler.
Oh, the martinis.
Cutler's tagged in. He's legal.
Cutler comes off. Elbow drop.
Wow.
1, 2. No!
Excellent save by Jungle Boy, or the match was over. Wow.
And what an incredible upset that would have been, Taz. Oh, beautiful teep there. Luchasaurus able to avoid the leg lariat. Back body drop.
One arm. How about the power and size of Lucha?
Jungle Boy goes over the top, dodges the clothesline attempt. Just cracks Avalon across the face with that. Tope suicida on Cutler. And another one on Avalon, driving him into the barricade.
Jungle Boy, insane cardiovascular, to be able to do what he does. Dive quick, in and out, dive back out again. Very tough to do.
Shot to the midsection, doubles Avalon over. Jungle Boy rolls off the back, ducks the clothesline attempt. Looking perhaps for a backdrop driver.
Peter Avalon shut him down. Got it here.
Jungle Boy! Oh, just spiked him, Taz.
Yeah, Avalon knew it was coming. He tried to cover up his head. Now double overhook, back suplex with a bridge.
2, 3. No, the Tiger suplex very nearly put away Avalon, but he was able to shift his momentum and kick out.
That's a tough suplex, Tiger suplex to kick out of. Your arms are stacked behind you as your opponent bridged. I do think Jungle could have got a little bit more height on that bridge, and he might have got the win on it.
Avalon, Cutler shoving Jungle Boy out of the ring. Oh, pump kick there by Avalon. Leaping Enziguri there from Brandon Cutler. Luchasaurus steps over, breaks the grip, headbutt, back elbow. And now Jungle Boy, the outside in DDT, plants Cutler on the top of his head.
What's Lucha got in mind now? Peter Avalon's in grave danger here. Oh no.
Avalon swung out and Jungle Boy drops him down with the cutter. 1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, the team of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
I'll tell you, obviously Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson impressed, even though they're Buddy Brady Cutler to win, but you got to be impressed with Jurassic Express. That was good stuff by Jungle.
Brian Cage, the FTW champion. I mean, I guess it's an unofficial title, but it's a title nonetheless. He will be defending that title here tonight, Taz, against Brian Pillman Jr.
That's right, and the way I see it, hey, the FTW champion, that's what Cage is, the Machine. It's going to be an FTW title match, the way Cage and I see it, against a very capable Brian Pillman Jr.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 223 pounds, Brian Pillman Jr.
Well, Taz, we got our first look at Brian Pillman Jr. in singles competition last week here on AEW Dark. He looked impressive. Showed that he is a great athlete, a tremendous second-generation wrestler, but gonna have his work cut out for him against the Machine.
Oh yeah, that's that's for sure, man.
And his opponent, from Chico, California, weighing 278 pounds, the Machine, Brian Cage.
I'm a little perplexed that our great ring announcer, Justin Roberts, did not mention that beautiful belt, that championship around the waist of Cage.
Taz, it's not an official title, it's an outlaw title.
Listen, you could say outlaw, you could say renegade, you can say whatever you want. He's the FTW champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be for the FTW Championship.
That's right, exactly. To Cage.
And ladies and gentlemen, the current FTW champion, the Machine, Brian Cage.
Well done, Justin Roberts. See, Cage has a way to explain himself to people that they understand and they listen to him. And it's accurate information. That is the FTW Championship, a championship that I created decades ago, as you know. I understand that it's not recognized by any promotion, but like I've said, wrestling fans worldwide, they recognize how vital and important that championship is, because the baddest son of a bitch on the planet is the FTW champion, and that's the Machine, Brian Cage.
Clubbing shots in the corner there by Brian Cage. Short arm clothesline avoided by Pillman Jr. Thrust kick to the jaw of Cage. Roundhouse kick.
You got Cage rock. You got to do more than that, Pillman. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Send him flying, baby.
Release German suplex, dumping Brian Pillman Jr. on the back of his head.
You cannot explain the power, the athleticism, the quickness of the Machine, Brian Cage, the FTW champion. It's kind of crazy that I'm saying those words again. It's wild for me, but it's apropos for the Machine.
Cage has Pillman up, looking for a powerbomb, but Pillman grabbing onto the ropes, clutching on for dear life. Plants a right hand. Oh! A kick to the jaw.
Come on, Cage. Come on, Cage.
Pillman hits the ropes. Oh, diving drop kick through the ropes. Brian Pillman Jr.
I'm a little surprised at this.
Went for that cannonball senton, but Cage caught him in midair and dropped him with a suplex.
The power. The power. Who better? You heard Cage. Who better than Cage? Nobody. That's who.
Brian Cage, of course, will challenge AEW World Champion Jon Moxley for that title tomorrow night at Fight for the Fallen, live on TNT at 8/7 Central. Oh!
Look at that buckle bomb or post bomb, whatever the hell you want to call it. And at Fight for the Fallen against that coward, the AEW champion Mox, he's finally gonna have the.
Because you're not here, Moxley.
He's gonna finally have the balls to show up to work, I guess, and he's gonna lose his belt and Brian Cage will be two-belt Brian, FTW Championship and AEW Championship. I'm all fired up now.
Taz, it's going to go down tomorrow night. I question your characterization of Jon Moxley and his absence here from AEW. It was out of precaution for the entire crew as Brian Cage bringing Pillman in the hard way.
Well, this thing, I think Brian Cage is probably done playing games with young Mr. Pillman Jr. Drill Claw City, my friends.
Got him up and plants him on the crown of his head. Cage covers 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, and still FTW champion, the Machine, Brian Cage.
You're damn right. Nice try. So now, as the FTW champion, Cage is 2-0. Because we had, the first match was basically, Moxley not showing up, so he forfeited.
There was no first match.
Oh, he just didn't show up. So now, Pillman Jr. gets beat, and he's getting beat up more right here. Because Cage is losing his mind. I probably should go out there and stop him, but I'll just sit and enjoy it.
Brian Cage sending a message to AEW World Champion Jon Moxley. It will be Cage and Moxley tomorrow night at Fight for the Fallen.
That's not you. That's me. Who better? Nobody.
That's it. That's an FTW attitude. Hence why the Machine is the FTW champion. And Moxley, your ass is in trouble. Fight for the Fallen. That AEW title is going around the ripped waist of the Machine, Brian Cage.
We will find out tomorrow night if Brian Cage can call himself FTW champion and AEW World Champion. Everyone, thank you for joining us here tonight on Dark. Be sure not to miss Fight for the Fallen tomorrow night on TNT.